she was only here for 6 days, and she managed to make a really amazing project with the limited amount of time that she had. I remember when she finished her base project very quickly, I think in like 2 days. She called me over and she talked to me about a modification she wanted to do. And I gave her like a starting resource thinking like, oh, she'll probably like take a while to read through this and maybe she'll have some questions about it and then I'll just come back and help her later. But later on, maybe like not even an hour later, I heard her modification working, which you guys will also hear later. And yeah, I was just really impressed in general by the speed at which Sarayu can learn things and implement things, especially on her own. She's also a very independent worker. And yeah, just needs to set up her environment and everything so that her code can run properly. But yeah, I think you guys will really like both her project and the improvements that she's made to it.
Hello, my name is Sarayu and I go to Lynbrook High School. So I've made an AI voice assistant and the reason I chose this project is because we have an Alexa at home, but it's always in the living room. So if I want to listen to music when I'm doing my homework, I end up having to use my phone and I have no battery left for school in the morning. So I thought I'll just make my own Alexa and here I am now. So how this works is it is powered by a Raspberry Pi, which is essentially like a mini computer. And obviously, because it's an AI voice assistant, it can answer questions when I ask questions. And to show that it can actually control something instead of just answering questions, I connected it to an LED light using a relay module, which is essentially an electrical switch. So what happens here is current is flowing from the Raspberry Pi into the relay module over here. And based on what command I give, the current either just stops right there or it flows to the breadboard and it lights up the LED light. So let's see, hopefully it works. Turn on the light. Turn off the light. Okay, so my speaker is very quiet, so hopefully you guys can hear it. So next part of my project is the AI part itself. So basically what happens is when I say the word Tom, the OpenAI API gets activated and it accesses ChatGPT and it answers whatever question I ask using ChatGPT. So if I say, okay, Tom, what's the capital of the Tom, what's the capital of the U.S.? Okay, I hope you heard that. The capital of the U.S. is Washington, D.C. It is very quiet, I'm sorry. But what it also does is, one of the modifications I made is that because I said I want it to be like Alexa and play music for me, this is obviously not playing music right now, I wanted it to play music, and what I did for that is I downloaded an MP3 file and I dragged it into my voice assistant folder, and I kind of did a bunch of coding, and so after that, when I say play music, it's very quiet, I'm sorry. Can anyone hear it? No? I'm sorry. I can show the demo video, but stop music. Oh, let me just. Okay. Stop a minute. Okay, so this is what's supposed to happen when the speaker works.
Turn on the light.
Turning the light on, Sarayu.
Turn off the light. Turn off the light.
Turning the light on, Sarayu.
Play music.
Playing your music now, Sarayu.
Stop music.
Stopping your music now, Sarayu.
Tom, what's the capital of the U.S.?
The capital of the U.S. is Washington, D.C.
Okay, so that's what's supposed to happen. So my second modification was, if you just heard, when I give simple commands, it says turning the light on Sarayu, which is my name. I wanted to do that so it can feel more familiar and friendly. One of the biggest challenges I faced for this project is the relay module. I was following a set of instructions, and the relay module in the instructions was different than the one I got. So I really had to figure out what each wire did because I was completely clueless. I've never done anything with hardware. So I truly had to do a lot of research on what is ground, what is normally open, and I finally figured it out, and so I tried wiring it, and it did not work. It turns out I wired a bunch of things wrong, but after tons of help from my instructors and even more researching, I got it to work. And another challenge I faced was speakers. Like Sophia said, this is my 6th day here, and this is my 3rd speaker that I've used for this project. I think they suddenly just stopped working, so I had to work through it, and so I don't know. I think that was something I would like to fix. I don't know what's happening with the speakers. What I learned through this project is hardware. I've never touched anything with hardware. I've only ever worked with software before. So learning about the Raspberry Pi, the relay modules, and connecting all these wires, it really made me feel like a mad scientist, putting things together. So I really loved that. And I think something I would add on if I had more time is instead of just having one downloaded playlist play when I say play music, I would have another trigger word like Tom, maybe Jane or something. And when I say that, it accesses a music library, for example, Spotify. That way I have more variety and options of music to listen to. Thank you so much, and if you have any questions, I'd like to answer them now.
So I was wondering, so it says turning off the lights, are you, so would it be able to respond to someone else? Let's say if I say, Tom, turn on the light, will it be able to say turning on the light buzzer, or would it be able to recognize people's voices?
It recognizes other people's voices, but it would still probably say my name. Yeah.
I see you've been asking the same question. Can I ask any question?
Yeah, absolutely.
No matter, it could be anything, right?
Yeah, but I think the last it's been updated is 2021. So any other question, because it accesses ChatGPT, so any question you can ask ChatGPT, it will answer.
So can it give real-time data, what's the weather?
No, because last it was updated was 2021.
So what happens if it doesn't know the answer? Is it ChatGPT's default response to not knowing an answer, or?
Yeah, so I think it was mentioned before, I asked who's the president, and it said Joe Biden. So I think it gives the answer to the last